Winter feeding is one of the biggest expenses on your farm. Hay prices go up, fuel costs rise, and every day you're hauling feed, money is leaving your pocket. But what if your pasture could keep feeding your animals long after the growing season ends? Most farmers stop grazing too early, not because they have to, but because they're using the wrong plants. In this video, you'll learn how a forage revolution is helping farmers slash winter feed costs. You'll see 3 powerful pasture mixes designed to survive cold weather and extend grazing deep into winter. Each mix uses tough, resilient plants that keep nutrition high when grass usually quits. And by the end, you'll know how strategic pasture planning can turn winter from a cost problem into a profit opportunity. Let's start by understanding why winter feeding costs so much in the first place. Most farmers think winter feed is expensive only because of hay prices. But the real cost goes much deeper than that. When you feed hay, you're paying for cutting, baling, hauling, and storage. Then you lose more feed to rain, mold, trampling, and waste. Studies show that 20 to 30% of stored feed never gets eaten. That's money you already paid, now gone. On top of that, winter feeding takes time and labor every single day. Fuel, machinery wear, and repairs quietly add up. Animals also burn more energy in cold weather. If forage quality drops, you end up feeding more just to maintain body condition. This is why winter can drain profits so fast. But here's the key idea. What if animals harvested their own feed instead? To do that, you need a new way of thinking about pasture. Let's look at the concept that makes all of this possible: extended grazing. Extended grazing means letting your animals stay on pasture longer, even as temperatures drop. Instead of feeding stored hay, your livestock harvest their own feed. This works because not all plants stop growing at the first frost. Some forages keep growing, while others hold their nutrition well into winter. Cold weather can actually help. Frost slows plant breakdown and can preserve feed quality. Snow isn't always the enemy either. A light snow layer can protect forage underneath, keeping it fresh and usable. But extended grazing doesn't happen by accident. It only works when you choose the right plant combinations and manage grazing carefully. That's where forage mixes come in. Each mix is built to handle cold, reduce waste, and keep animals fed longer. Let's start with the first mix, one that looks simple but delivers big winter benefits. This first mix is a strong foundation for extended grazing. It combines cold-tolerant grasses with protein-rich legumes. The main grass here is tall fescue. Tall fescue stays green longer than most grasses and holds energy in cold weather. It's often paired with orchard grass, which adds fast regrowth and good digestibility. Together, these grasses provide steady forage when others slow down. Now comes the secret weapon: clover. Red or white clover boosts protein levels when animals need it most. Clover also improves soil health by fixing nitrogen, which helps the grasses grow better. That means fewer fertilizer costs over time. This mix works best when grazed in late fall and early winter. With good management, animals can graze it for weeks longer than grass alone. But what if you want a mix that doesn't just survive frost? What if frost actually makes it better? That's where the next mix comes in. This mix looks very different from a normal pasture, but once you see the results, it's hard to ignore. Brassicas include plants like forage turnips, radishes, and kale. They grow fast and produce a large amount of feed in a short time. What makes them special is how they react to cold. After frost, their sugars increase, making them more palatable and easier to digest. Livestock usually graze the leafy tops first. Later, they can dig into the roots for extra energy. These plants are high in energy and moisture, which helps animals maintain weight in winter. Many farmers are surprised by how eagerly livestock eat them. To reduce waste, this mix works best with strip grazing. You give animals access to small areas at a time, so less forage gets trampled. Brassicas are excellent for filling feed gaps, but they work even better when paired with grasses that hold up in harsh weather. That leads us to the most flexible option of all, the third mix. This mix is all about planning ahead and staying flexible. It starts with stockpiled tall fescue. That means you grow the grass earlier in the season, then rest it and save it for winter grazing. Tall fescue holds its feed value well, even after repeated frost. That makes it one of the best grasses for winter use. To strengthen the mix, farmers add annuals like ryegrass or small grains. These fill in gaps when perennials slow down. Annuals grow quickly and provide tender forage in cooler weather. They also help protect the soil from erosion. This mix works well in areas with unpredictable winters. Whether conditions are mild or harsh, you still have usable feed. With good grazing control, animals can access fresh forage well into winter. That means less hay feeding and lower daily costs. You've now seen how strategic pasture planning can change winter feeding completely. Instead of relying only on hay, you learned about 3 forage mixes designed for cold weather. Each one helps extend grazing and reduce stored feed use. The grass legume mix keeps protein high when grass usually declines. The Brassica mix turns frost into an advantage, and the stockpiled grass mix gives you flexibility when winter doesn't follow the rules. All 3 mixes do the same thing. They let animals harvest their own feed. That means less fuel, less labor, and far less waste. Even extending grazing by a few weeks can save thousands in feed costs over a season. Over time, those savings go straight back into your bottom line. The key lesson is simple. Winter feeding doesn't have to be a loss. With the right forages, it becomes a management choice. If you plan ahead, match plants to your climate, and control grazing, your pasture can work for you, even in winter. That's the real forage revolution. If you found this helpful, hit like, subscribe, and share it with a farmer who's tired of high winter feed bills.